we'll start our session in next couple of minutes. Let's wait for some more audience. Selvin says, hi, I'm from Quebec, Canada. Hi, Selvin. David says from Atlanta, GA, US. Hi, David. I received your email. Yes, guys, we will start in next couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for confirming me. Yes, let's start our session. So we're not going to wait. So let me start by sharing my screen. So just let me know, guys. So if you can see the screen. So just let me know if it is visible. So are you guys seeing the KonnectzIT screen, login screen? Okay, fine. So it is visible, fine. So it is looking. So I'm in. So hello all guys. So welcome to KonnectzIT onboarding session. This will be our, I think, more than 20th onboarding session. So yes, let's start our session by signing up. So you just need to click on sign up. So this is pretty straightforward. It will ask you for an email address and you have to confirm whether you're not a robot or not and click on continue. So this will going to send an confirmation link to you. So make sure you click that link. So before you log into KonnectzIT, you could not able to log in if you are not confirming your email from that link. Make sure if you are not received that in your inbox, if it might be in any other folder, you can check the spam folder also. So if you are not received any email, please do reach out to our support because this is very important. If you are not confirming your email, you could not able to log into KonnectzIT. So once you confirm your link, so just input the credentials and log into KonnectzIT. So boom. So once you're logged into KonnectzIT, you will be able to see the insightful dashboard. Basically, it gives and clear insights and also the analytical data of your account. So basically the total number of connects, we call the workflow as connects. So, and it will show how many active workflows you are having and how many inactive connects you are having. And also you will see the latest tabs, which is been added by our team. So you could able to access those latest tabs over here. And also we have a create connect button. So basically creating a workflow, you can directly connect from the workflow. So you can actually start building connects from here. So you can click on create connects and you can start building the connects. And also you can see the latest connects, latest workflows which you've been built, and the task consumption. So basically what is the number of tasks you consumed on that particular month and what is the total number of tasks available on that month. And also you have an upgrade now button. So basically you can upgrade into any other plans. So you can choose from the dashboard. And this particular chat icon that is on the right hand side. So you will be able to, once you click on that, you could able to converse with our team members. So we will be available much of the time. So you can actually chat over here. And also we do have an help center. So basically, it will give you the articles. So which we built inside KonnectzIT. So there are a lot of articles on this, and also we will be having the tutorials. So basically, we will be adding 1 or 2 tutorials, each couple of tutorials every week. So we have a YouTube channel. So you can go ahead and reach to subscribe for our YouTube channel, where you will be received and latest updates from our YouTube channel. Basically we will be adding the tutorials So you could able to, so sorry for that. So you can actually subscribe to our account, so you could able to access our tutorials, so which we will be adding on every week. So this is all about the help section, and we do have the roadmap. You can actually go to our website, and here is our roadmap where you could able to see the change logs, and also you can able to give the feedback, feature request, and you can able to request for any app, so any favorite app. So our team has a direct access over here, so based on the upvote, our team will plan for an app addition. So we do have a roadmap here, and we do have a change log. You could able to see all the change logs, which we have been adding our team, and we are very much active in our Facebook community. Do join us on the Facebook community also, so where you could be able to see all the updates, latest updates over there. So this is all about docs, and this is all about KonnectzIT support. So now let's jump on to the next tab, that is apps page. So this is where you will be able to access the total number of apps. So we do have like more than 600 plus apps integrated inside KonnectzIT. So you could able to access all those apps over here. So basically we have two types of apps. So that is authorized now apps, and this is the apps which you need to authorize this. So before actually building a workflow, and there are the other type of apps is Webhook app. So basically you don't need to authorize this app, Webhook apps, but the thing is you have to place the Webhook manually based on the instructions provided on the each app, and you have to capture the response. So this is the one time process, you have to do it manually for all the Webhook apps. But whereas the authorized app, we will do that from the backend, so you don't need to do that. So we'll be doing it all the automatically from the backend. So this is the difference between the Webhook and the authorized app. And to authorize this app, so you have to click on the app, and when you click on the app, it will ask you for an API key or an auth token. So there are two types of authorization in this authorized apps. So the one is API key or auth token, which is pretty simple. So you will get the API key from the destination app. You just need to paste on over here and click on send continue. So this will going to authorize this type of apps, that is API key or auth token based apps inside KonnectzIT. And the second type of authorization is OAuth based authorization. Basically, apps like Trello, Facebook, all these apps actually consumes does the OAuth based authorization. So basically you have to again click on add account, and it will redirect you to the destination app. That is like if I click on Facebook, it will redirect to the Facebook app, and it will ask for permission for KonnectzIT to access your account. You have to provide the access so that like the app will be authorized successfully inside KonnectzIT. So these are the two types of authorization process. And of course you can manage, you can see that you can manage multiple account, basically like your client account. So you can, there is no limit on this particular accounts. So you can manage all these accounts over here. So basically there is no limit, and all your clients account on the team account will be managed over here in the all the apps. So for all the apps you can manage multiple accounts. So this is all about the apps page. Hope I'm not making you guys sleep, guys. So if you have any questions, do let me know on the Q&A or the chat session. I will definitely going to answer all of them at the end of this session. So now let's jump on to building and workflow, which is where all the magic happens. I will click on create connect. So that is creating my workflow. I'm going to explain you two example basically. So the first one is about the authorized app, how you can build a workflow using the authorized app. And the second one is the Webhook app. So I will be giving you both the two use cases. So now let me start with the authorized apps that I'm going to take this particular example. So whenever there is a new lead on Facebook lead ads, so I'll be adding a new row inside my Google Sheet. So whenever there is a new lead on my form, so I'm going to connect that to Google Sheet. So let me do that. So how we can create a new row inside Google Sheet. So let us search for the app. So once you authorize, all the authorized app will be displayed over here. So just drag and drop the app. So I just drag and drop those app, and select between the account, which as I told, you can manage multiple accounts basically. So select between those apps and select your trigger. So basically Facebook lead ad gives me a new lead as a trigger, and also I will be choosing my lead ad form. So once you selected all those configurations, so just hit on test and review. So basically, like what I'm doing here is, so I'm just testing that whether this app is working fine or not. So once you hit on test and review, just you will get a success message. You can see that, and also the plus icon over here. So this particular plus icon will give the additional attributes, like the custom attributes we can say in that form. So when you click on that, you will be able to see these additional attributes where you can choose that for your further automation. So click on OK. So whatever the option you choose, it will be available over here. You can see that. So this is how you connected Facebook now. So now let's start connecting Google Sheet. So just you need to repeat the step, just search for your app. So I just searched it for Google Sheet, just drag and drop the app. Once I did that, so again, the next step is to select the account. So I will select my account and select the action. So basically KonnectzIT support all this action. So you have create a new row, create spreadsheet, all this action is supported by KonnectzIT. So now as per my use case, I will be taking an example of creating a new row. Just click on create spreadsheet row and select the spreadsheet. So I'll show my spreadsheet. Basically, I will be selecting this spreadsheet. So I'll show how that looks like. So this is my spreadsheet, and I go for, let me go to add this. So I'll be going for this particular sheet. So basically when you see here, so it will actually give the first row, that is name, email, and the phone number. So I'm going to take this particular row, and when I go, I will select that sheet, that is demo sheet, and it will ask me for this particular attribute, that is name, email, and phone number, which is my first row inside my Google Sheet. So what I do is, so now that's it. What you need to do is just connect between the nodes like an old school. So just connect for email to the email field, name to the name field, and phone number for the phone number field. That's it, easy peasy guys. Just hit on test and review, and boom, a new row will be added inside Google Sheet. You can see a new row is just added inside Google Sheet. That's it guys. So it hardly took me like, not even 5 minutes to create a simple workflow like this and go and hit on publish. So your workflow is be successfully published. So now any new row on Facebook lead ad, it will going to create a new row on site on Google Sheet. So let's test this workflow by filling out a form inside my testing tool. So I'm going to take Facebook lead ad testing tool, and let me open the form. So before that, I think I should delete the old lead. Yeah, now I will take the form. So just select the form. So preview it. So just select, and I'll just add my name, and I'll keep the phone number as like that. Don't know how to move this aside. So just click on next and click on submit. So that's it guys. So once you click on submit, so the new row will be added inside Google Sheet. That's it. So this is how, so any new lead added inside Facebook lead ads, so it will automatically now adds to a new row inside, create a new row inside Google Sheet. Hope you guys like this integration, which is very simple one. So if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer all your questions at the end of the session. So just make sure you enter all those questions on this integration. I'll be happy to answer. So now let me show you another example. So this is about authorized apps. So now let me go ahead and show you how you can connect between the Webhook apps. So let me click on create connect button. So where it will redirect me to and creating a new workflow. So, and I'll be taking an example of a Zoho form. So which is an Webhook app basically. So whenever there is a new lead on Zoho Forms, basically, like when students search for with the student ID. So I'll be taking this particular example. So what I am having inside Google Sheet is, so I add this student mark sheet basically. So I have this row called student ID and the name and also the mark sheet of all the different subject, also the total. So what I do is, so whenever students search inside my Zoho form by the student ID, I'm going to take that particular ID and do a lookup inside my Google Sheet. And then I will create an customized, we can say a mark sheet inside using an app called KonnectzIT. So basically I generate a mark sheet. So you can use any other app like Google Slides or any other app, Crew app, or any PDF generation app. Right now, I'm just using an NXU to generate an image, basically with all the values which we are giving it from Google Sheet. So after that, I'll be sending them an email using Gmail. Also, I will post the result inside my Facebook community. So I'll use Facebook groups. So this is my example, which is little big. So let's do that. So let's start by searching for the app. You have to follow the same step, just drag and drop the app of Zoho form, select your trigger. So I just select as new form submitted. And as I told, you have to paste the webhook manually based on the instructions provided here. And you have to capture the initial response. This is a one-time process. So let us do that. So just copy the URL. It's a unique URL generated by KonnectzIT. Go to the respective app, that is in this case it is Zoho form. So I know the instructions, so you have to follow the instructions. So I just click on settings and integrations, and then I will select the option as webhooks and place my webhook URL. That's it. So let me paste it again. So yes, I did that. And yeah, let me click on save. So yes, I saved my webhook now. So let me go to KonnectzIT now and click on capture webhook response. So basically this will, once I place my webhook, so this will enable KonnectzIT to capture the response from the Zoho forms where the webhook is posting the data to. So now I will go to the form. So this is my form. I'll be posting any student ID and which start from 101 to, you can see this is the one. So 101 to 115, I can post any of this student ID. So I'll just post 102 and also enter my email ID. So and click on submit. So once I did that, so basically this result will be captured inside KonnectzIT. As we did that, we just enabled KonnectzIT to capture the response from Webhook. So that's it. So it will going to capture the response from the app, which is posted for a webhook URL. So it is taking some time. I think it should receive, yes. Yeah, we received the data. So you can see that the same email ID and the student ID, we received it. So now as per our use case, we will do a lookup for that column. So basically I need to get all the mark sheet to my app. So what I do is I will search for Google Sheet. Uh, just drag and drop the app. So make sure you choose your account and make sure you select the action. So this time I will be selecting the action as lookup spreadsheet. So in the previous example, I selected an action as creating a new row. In this time, I'm just doing a new lookup. So again, I need to select which sheet I will be, doing a lookup for. So basically the sheet name is called exam result, and also it will ask for the headers. So basically which header you will be searching, you can do for any header basically. So I'm just doing it for new student ID. So searching from the value that is student ID and it on test and review. So basically this will do a lookup, and if the student ID exist, it will going to give me a result over here in this plus icon with all the options. You can see the marks basically, so which we will get the entire row, and you can use that, click on OK, so all these rows will be displayed over here. You can see that. So now let's create a new we have the value now. So basically, we have the entire mark sheet. So now we will create a new row, sorry, new image, basically mark sheet, using our next view. So this is next view looks like. So I had taken the simple, with a background, and also these are all the custom variables. So let's drag and drop the app, that is next view, basically to create an marks sheet which we received from Google Sheet. So we have to choose the account and select the action and basically select the template. I think it is examination result 2, and it asks me for all the variables. So just connect between the nodes. Very simple. Nothing else you need to do. So just connect between the nodes. So basically difference between Webhook and authorized apps is the only first app. So rest all apps will be similar, the work will be similar. So once we did that, so it on test and review, so this will going to search for create a new image. So and it also give me that image link which I can use it for further automation, basically. So now we are done. So basically now we have to send an email. So what I do is I will use KonnectzIT internal app, that is text formatter. So my colleague will going to explain more about text formatter. So let's select that option as merge text. So whatever the option you will be giving, so basically, like connecting the node, and you connect the node from this particular app. And when you use this @symbol, so this will going to give the attributes which you selected. So basically the nodes which you selected, it will give you the options. So you can use to create an email template or anything like this. Like I can say sorry, the name, and I can say here is your result. So something like that we can design, and we can just click on validate. It will go to validate the data. So basically now what I'm doing is just going to take, so let me take, I already have that HTML content. So just to save the time, I will just use the template, which is very basic template, just to display the mark sheet which we generated from next view. So I'm going to use that. So let me place that HTML. So just basically what I'm doing here is I'm just adding an HTML and displaying an, the image, that is the mark sheet, using the link. So just click on validate. So this will going to validate the data. So now let's go to Gmail and send an email. So basically again you have to select the account. So select the trigger. So we have send email as an action, and make sure you choose this, the content type of HTML. So because I'm just using HTML content, if you are using HTML content, make sure you choose that. So just connect bit to the body, so which we generated from our internal app, that is text formatter. And now we will connect the two address from the email address from the Zoho form itself. So we will just connect that, and I'll just add as exam result. So that's it. I will hit on test and review. So basically this will send an email using Gmail. So yes, the data has been sent to Gmail. So now let's go to Gmail. Yes, you can see that we received an email with all the marks sheet. So which we generated from Google Sheets. So basically this is Gaurav and his total is 440. And you can see the same result will be displayed over here in the email. So now let's go to KonnectzIT. And so what we wanted to do, so we want to post this inside Facebook community. So let's do that. So I'll just drag and drop text formatter again. So because I need to post inside Facebook community, I will be just posting like this. So what I do is I'll just select the name and I will just say this. Congratulations, Gaurav, and here is your result. So I'll be posting the result also. So let us do that. So I'll just click on validate. And now I will search for Facebook group as an app. Yes, I just drag and drop Facebook group. Again, I need to do the same thing, select my account and select as post message. So this will ask me which group I need to post it for. So select your group or community and just post the message which we generated from text formatter. So now I need to post the URL, the image as well. So I will connect from the URL and it on test and review. So basically, like once you do that, so it will going to post a record inside Facebook community. Yes, it has been successful. You can see this is how our workflow look like. Let me publish, go ahead and publish the connect. Hope you guys like this. It took a long time more than I expected. So let's go to Facebook group now. And so let me refresh my page. This one is the older one. So let me refresh. So we will be getting a new post. Yes, you can see it says congratulations, Gaurav, with the personalized thing, and it will give me the result as like this. Also, you can see it is being posted from KonnectzIT, and it says it is posted just now. So yes, guys, so this is how you can do that. So now we add published our connect, so everything is automated now. So whenever a new row that is filled inside, somebody, a student fill a form, so just I'll use now is like 108. I'll copy this and go to Zoho form. So whenever student enter his ID and ask for enter his email ID, so automatically based on our example automation, so automatically he will receive a mark sheet, and also there will be an post created inside the Facebook community. So now we submitted the form of Albert. So this is the Albert row. So its total is 390. So now let's go to Gmail and we will be received an email for sure. So let us wait for a couple minutes. Yes, we received the email. You can see that it says the subject line as exam result and it says I Albert and with the result totaling 390. So same thing will be posted inside our community. So let's refresh our page. Boom, we get that. Congratulations, Albert, and the result is here. Hope you guys like this automation. Any doubt, you just can ask me in the Q&A session. I can see a couple of questions which has been posted already. So possibly, I'll be answering all your questions at the end of this session. So now, hope you like the automation. If you have any questions, please do post there. So now let me hand over to Sangeeta, my colleague. So she'll be taking it from now and she'll be explaining about the power of internal app And basically it is all about keeping your workflow robust and giving you more option on your data. So Sangeeta, over to you. Let me go ahead and stop my screen, and I'll make you as co-host. Yes, I think I did. Sangeeta, you can take it.
Yeah, 1 second, I'll just share the screen.
Sangeeta, you are audible, like less audible.
Okay, can you hear me now, everybody?
I guess you are less audible for me. Is it because of my speaker? Can you speak now?
Hello?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, okay. So hello, everyone. We'll be talking about the add-on applications here. The add-on applications are basically integrated inside KonnectzIT to help you process, merge, or format any kind of information that you get from your triggers and to post it on your actions. So we'll be taking up and talking about them individually here. So the point that we have to keep in mind here is we needn't have to focus much upon the triggers and the action here, because our complete focus is going to be on the add-on applications that we have here. So as in this particular Connect, which I have already created, I have 4 add-on applications, which are called coupon generator, condition, then we have the date formatter and the number formatter here. So we are going to talk about them individually. Before that, I will just fill this respective Zoho form to show you how exactly the output looks, so that we'll be able to compare it and understand it a little better. So I'll just fill this form quickly. And yeah, in this particular form, I have an option which is called department, which has a lot of options. So here I'll be using administration just to show you the condition app that I have here, how exactly that works. So I will just submit this particular form. So I've submitted the form, and this is the Google Sheet where I'm going to get my output. So till we get the output, we will just look into the applications individually. So to start with, first of all, I have the coupon generator here. As the name only says, it is basically used to generate a customized coupon for our customers. So here, as you can see, we have got the option to specify the timeline. We have the number. You can specify any kind of number that you want with different days, weeks, months, and even years. So this will help you to set up the expiry date that we already have. The next thing that we have to focus here is the prefix of the coupon that you're going to give. So here I've given it as a first name. You can possibly give your last name or even your email ID, the first initial. So you can give prefix as per your convenience. Third thing that we have to focus here is the coupon length that we have. I have specified it as 20, so I'm going to get 20-digit coupon here. So once we are done giving the parameters, we just have to click on generate, and the coupon will be automatically generated. It will be present here in the additional attributes that we have. So that's all we have for the coupon generator. The next add-on application that we are going to talk about is the condition app here. So it is just like how we have the if-else loop in any programming language. It just works on the same basis. If a particular condition is satisfied, then we are going to get output in this particular way, and it will be published onto our action. So I'll just explain it in a little detail. So here, as you can see in my form, I had an option which is called department. I had just showed here as well. I had 4 particular things here. So the same way, I have mapped this particular department field to my condition app. So if I just open this condition here, so I had the condition parameter 1, which is department. And here we have a lot of things to compare it with. As you can see, I have possibly chosen equal to here. And what exactly I have put here is I'm going to compare the department with administration. So basically, if I get the particular person belongs to the administration department, then I should be getting the details of that person. It's that simple. If I'm giving the department name as sales and marketing or anything else, then I'm not supposed to get the details of this person. It just blocks the condition that I have given specified here. After I'm done specifying the condition, I have to just click on validate and I'll get the details of the person here. So that's how the condition app really works. The next thing that we are going to talk about are the two applications which are called date formatter and the number formatter. So the date formatter that we have here, it's basically what happens is when we get the data from our triggers, we do not like the format of it sometimes. For instance, as you can see, I have the date here as 21st March 2022. Maybe I want something like March 21st or some other format. I do not want the same kind of format to be published onto my actions here. So you can change the format using these date and the number formatter. So we'll be starting to talk about the date formatter first of all here. So as you can see, I've mapped this here. And in the date formatter, we have got the option to format the date, and also you can subtract or add time. So if I just choose this one here, so we have to choose a specified format here, like which format we want the date to be in. And we have to just map the required fields. We have to map it. And here we have to mention like we want to add 2 days or 2 weeks or years for that matter. We can just add the customization option here. And the other one that we have is a format option. In this, we have to choose the specified format. For instance, I'm choosing this one. And we have to mention the timeline. We have a lot of options here. You have to just look at the timeline which suits your convenience. And then you have to map and click on validate here. So once we validate, the date formatter will work. Similarly, if we talk about the number formatter here, we have to map the phone number here, as the name only says. And we have got the option to format a phone number, format a currency, any number, or even you can perform any kind of mathematical operations with it. So right now I'm doing a format phone number here. I have given and have specified the format that I want my phone number into, as you can see, and also you have to mention the country code that you want. For instance, India is +91. So that way you just have to mention it here and just map the field and click on validate. So that's how these 4 applications that we were just talking about work, which is the coupon generator, the condition, the date formatter, and finally the number formatter. So we'll just go back and check the output. So yes, as you can see, I've got the name, and this is format that I had mentioned with the country code, with a specified number, and also the kind of format for my date that I wanted. So it has come here, and also to specify Mary was belonging to the administration section. So this is how the condition app works. If I fill any other information, it is not going to come into my Google Sheets here. And this is the coupon generator that I have with the expiry date. So we have finished 4 add-on applications. Next, we are going to talk about is another 2 similar applications, but yet again very different. That is the text formatter and the text splitter here. So I will just open this. So yes, as you can see here, again, I'm just getting the input from the Zoho form, and it's going to the text formatter and then finally publishing the results on a Trello. So to see how this particular Connect works, again, I have to just quickly fill a form to show you. And also this particular thing I'll mention when I'm talking about the Connect there, why I'm adding this. So I'm just going to submit it. And the output, I'm going to get it over here. So till we get the output, I'll just explain you about what exactly a text formatter does. So what happens is, as you can see, I have mapped a lot of fields to a single application, which is called text formatter. Here, we are going to merge every information that you get, and we are just going to send one single node to the action. So it is just like, you can consider it's just like a box wherein you can fill it completely with different information and just get one single output. So here we have the action saying merge text. Also, we have another one which is called case sensitive. So if we have a smaller case here, you can just choose this particular action here, and you can just map it, and the entire thing will be converted into a case sensitive thing. The next application that we are going to talk about, I'll just start it from the scratch, which will be my text splitter. which is exactly different of what we have as a text formatter here, which just merges the data. This will help me to split the data, as the name only says here. So I'm just going to choose my action as split text. So here, what is extremely important is the indexing that we do. So here, and we have a lot of options. I will just choose it all here. And as I was mentioning, this is the particular text that I'm going to get here, and the separator here. Separator, why we have to use this, here you can use a space, or you can just use a particular keyword into the sentence that you have. It'll just pick that thing and it'll split the text. So since I've given a space here, what exactly is going to happen? This particular text will be split into individual words now. So once I click on generate and go to the additional attributes here. So yes, as you can see, I've got every single word that was present into that text. So I have all here. So this is how a text splitter works. I can just show you another example with the use of a keyword. So for that, I've given the text as the email ID. So what exactly I want here, I want to fetch the domain of the email ID. So as a separator here, this time we are just going to give it as a @. So once I click on generate again and check the results, you will see I have the name, which is Rachel, and the second one is the domain of my email ID. So you can use a text splitter with a keyword or even a space. So that's how we have these two applications working, which is called text formatter and text splitter, which are exactly different. So we'll just go to Trello and I'll show you. So yes, as you can see, I have clubbed up and merged the name, the email ID, and also the phone number that I had just added into the form that I just added the details. So that's how we have the Trello working here with the text formatter. Next thing that we are going to talk about, and we are going to start it from the scratch, is the webhook and the API module. So I'll just name my Connect here. So how exactly these two applications will work is, I'll just place the webhook first and then I'll be explaining. So what happens at time is, now we have to consider a situation saying that Zoho form is actually not integrated inside KonnectzIT. So how exactly we are going to pull out information from Zoho form? So that's where the webhook will come into the picture. So I just have to copy the URL and I have to place it. And where exactly I'm going to place it, I have created a form here already. You can create your own by clicking here. So I'm going to use, as you can see, I have the form here. I'll just go to the integration section, then to the webhook. And this is where I'm going to place my URL. Now I have to save it. Also, I'll just access it so that I can capture the webhook response here. I'll be filling this form. It's just the first name. And the email ID that I have here. I'm not going to focus on this one. This was just a customized form that I had. So I have submitted the form. So in any time I'm going to get the information using a webhook, and I'm not using the Zoho dedicated application that we have inside KonnectzIT. So till then, once we get the output, I will just drag and drop the API module that we have here. Yes, so as you can see, we have received the output here. So I've filled the Zoho form, but I've pulled out the information using a webhook. So you can do it with a number of various applications which are actually not integrated inside KonnectzIT, but you still want to use them in your Connect. So you can exactly do the same using a webhook here. So next we are going to talk about the API module, which is a very powerful tool inside KonnectzIT, as we have 4 functions here as get, post, put, and delete. So I'll be first talking about what exactly post does. So post is nothing but it's going to just print out these details that I have onto the endpoint URL that I'm going to mention here. So for this thing, I'm going to use another application which is called SendPulse. I have already created an event here as KonnectzIT demo, and I've fetched the endpoint URL here, as you can see. So I'm going to copy this endpoint URL and I'm going to place it right here. Also, I'll be going to the params and just going back there. I will just check them. So yes, as you can see, I have email, phone, first name and last name here. So I'm just going to add my parameters here. Next is my phone. Then I have the first name. And finally, I have my last name here. So I've added the params here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to map these fields. So the first name will be going to the first name, then the email ID here. Then we have the last name and finally the phone number that we have here. Now I'm just going to click on test and review. And yes, as you can see, the data has been successfully sent to the SendPulse using the API module. So for that, we will just go to the logs and check it once. So yes, as you can see, I've got the detail of the person, which I had just added. As you can see, the time also. So that's how we can post the information using the webhook and the API module here. So I'll just explain one more function which API module has, which is get. So using a get function inside the API module, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fetch, which is nothing but getting it. I'm going to fetch the person's contact details using an endpoint URL here. So for that, I'll be using a HubSpot application here. So this is my HubSpot contact list. I have a contact already with my name and email ID here. And this is the API docs of HubSpot, which is present here. I have added the API key already. And this is the get function that we have. We can easily get these documents. So now I'm going to copy this particular endpoint URL and place it right here. So what this is going to help me is I am going to get this particular detail right over here into my API module, actually not using HubSpot here. So right now I'm just going to do test and review and I'll show you how it looks. So yes, the data has been sent. And if we check the results here, so yes, this is the email ID that I was mentioning. This is the first name and the last name, and other attributes also you have like when it was created. But since I need these 3 parameters, I can just pull out them here. So that's how the API module and the webhook works. You can use these kind of information and place them onto your respective actions also. So that's all we have for the add-on applications which I integrated inside KonnectzIT. If you have got any kind of questions regarding how exactly these add-on applications work, please ask us in the chat Q&A section. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunita. So you can stop sharing your screen. It was a great insights about the internal lab. Hope you guys like that. So you can use those internal labs to power the entire, keep your data flow more robust. So basically also, even if the apps, so about the webhook and generic webhook and also the API module, which is very powerful inside KonnectzIT. So basically, you could able to create a lot of applications. You can connect a lot of other application even if the apps are not integrated inside KonnectzIT. So hope you guys like those examples which has been explained by Sangeeta. So if you have any questions, so please do drop us on the Q&A and chat session. We'll be happy to answer all your questions. So now let's jump on to where we left. So that is about we left it at the Connects tab. So basically when you create your workflow, it will redirect to the tab. So it's all about so your connects the workflows which you built. So it will be available over here. And also we do have a folders, so you can create a new folder, and basically it will be for organizing your entire workflow. Those who like to keep their workspace clean, so they can use this. and just need to select the connects, and you can move to the different folders, and you can keep your entire workflow organized. So something like this, you can do that. And also you can move the same thing between the different folders also. So I can just move from demo to KonnectzIT demo. So, and you can delete or edit the folders. So basically you can do that. So this is all about folders, and you will be able to see all your workflows inside the home, and you can also search for your respective workflows basically. So now let's go to the history tab. So this is where you will be able to see the entire history, or like success or the error result, which you could be able to see inside. So why it has been error, or your workflow has been stopped, or it is not working, and if it is success, so or what is success, and what is the number of tasks it is been consumed. All these things you will be able to see in the task history page based on the dates as well. So let me give you an example how we count the task, so which has been asked by many people. And like, so I had shown you two example, that is Authorize app and the other one is the Webhook app. So I'll explain you how we count the task. So first is about our first example, that is Facebook lead ads to Google Sheet. So as like Zapier, so we are not counting even like Zapier, like we are not counting our initial trigger, but do like apps like Integromat, all those people, they do count initial app, that is the trigger. So we are not counting the app, that is Facebook lead ad here. So any new lead on Facebook lead ad, which will only gonna consume one simple task, that is for posting a data inside new row on Google Sheet. So basically so this is counting as one new task. So you can see that any new row, it will going to count as a one task. So now let's jump on to the other example. So that is the second example, Webhook one, which we explained. So basically, there we are not counting the first tab. So like as like you can see that Soho form is our initial trigger, so we are not counting that app, and we started counting from the second app. So that is the Google Sheet. So Google Sheet has taken as, so one example, one task here counted as one task. And then after that, the second task is next view, so where we generated an mark sheet image basically. And yes, of course we do count our text formatters, sorry, internal apps. So basically you saw all the examples which Sangeeta was explaining about. So this will give robust or like features to you guys, and also it will give room for us to add more and more internal features to our app, which is more server intensive apps, like delay module or scheduler. All those are server internal apps. So it actually consumes more servers. So that those kind of it give room for us when we are counting an internal app, similar to Zapier, where even we count the internal apps as well. So that is the third task count. And the fourth one is Gmail, where we send an email. And the fifth one is again text formatter. We set an like text for posting it on our Facebook group. And the last one is the Facebook group. So basically all this is like totaling, it consumes total tasks. So whenever a student search for an based on his ID, so total number of task count is will be the 6 tasks it will get consumed. Hope you understand the task count. So if you have any doubts, please do ask us in the Q&A session. I'll be happy to answer that. So let's jump on to the account tab. So basically you can manage your accounts. And so all the profile will be available over here. Make sure you fill all this profile. And we do support multiple language. You can able to select between different languages. Even if the language is not present here, please do ask us. We will be happy to add your own personal language here. And when you click on update, entire KonnectzIT will be changed to respective language. You can see I just selected Chinese. So everything is select means now it is showing as Chinese in the Chinese language, which I don't understand. So Let me come back to English. So basically, it is multilingual. You could access in different languages. So you can request for any language. Our support team or our team will be happy to add those language inside KonnectzIT. So now let's go to the change password, which has been pretty straightforward. You could just update your password over here. So now let's jump on to the billing tab. So here is the place where you can apply for a coupon code, which license code which you got it from the marketplaces like AppSumo and the other marketplaces. So basically, it will give you the entire this thing like the code. So you will be getting the code and also the redeem feature. So when you redeemed your code and it shows the expiry date, so if it is a one-time price or a lifetime deal, so it will show as an LTD, and it will give you the plans and features which your plan holds. So all the feature you will be able to see over here, and you can upgrade between the different plan like team and agency plan, or you can downgrade for your plan too. So now let's jump on to the agency tab. Oh, the billing tab is clear. So this is where you can manage your sub accounts, where you can add the sub accounts and assign the number of tasks for your sub account and click on add. So this will going to add a sub account inside KonnectzIT, and also you can update the task. So and also you can even delete like a soft delete, like deactivate, or you can completely delete your account. So basically when you add any task, so it will be consumed from your total task of your main account. So basically you can manage all your sub accounts, even if it is a sub account, or if you are in team plan, you can manage your team members over here in the agency or a team tab. So this is all about accounts, and I already explained you about the help section. So yes, guys, so to you now. So post all your questions. We're done with our session, so I'll be happy to answer all your questions. I can see multiple questions. So let me start answering that one by one. I already answered a couple of questions, so let me read out to you guys so that if you find any similar questions, you can get it cleared, or else you can post your questions also. So the first question, I cannot able to get a name. So it says that I do not find how to create a web scraping workflow where in example how every night the bot will go and see information from one page. If new info, the bot will write info to Google Sheet row. So basically, we don't have a scraping tool integrated inside KonnectzIT at this moment. Of course, we have a tools like RoboMotion and all these tools. You can use that particular tool and capture the data. So the only way is you need to post the data through Webhook at this moment. So you can use the apps like, as I told, RoboMotion and some other app where you can scrape the data, and whenever there is a new data, it will post to the Webhook, and we will receive that data, and you can after that it will be the same thing how I show the example. So you can just post it in, create a new row inside Google Sheet. You can do that. So basically right now we don't have a direct tool to scrape. You can use any third party tools basically. So that is one of the example, and so that I think I cleared about scraping question. So if you have any question, you can ask me again, so if it is not cleared. So next question is, how do I create loops, meaning the sheet is checking every night prices certain web page. If price has changed, it will update the price. Good use case. So basically, you can actually use our scheduler app, which is in under development at this moment. So where basically at particular time it will automatically triggers your workflow. So basically, it will post a data to your workflow, and you can take the data from that particular app and that particular time, and it will actually add it into any Google Sheet or any new row. So basically what you need to do is, like, you need to use an app called scheduler. So it will schedule an app, or else you can even use any external apps and post the data to Webhook. So that also do the similar job whenever an event occurs. So the third question, when the bot has done all the work, it will send an email the log of all the chances done, changes done. Okay, yeah, you can send an email, or even you can WhatsApp. Also using WhatsApp message or Telegram or anything, you can notify to using Slack messages as well. So yes, you can send an email. So there are three different apps like Gmail, so Homemail and SMTP for custom domain. So you can do that. I'm trying to share Google Sheet doing what you are doing as well. Yeah, you need to go to apps page. So, but I do not have Google Sheet app in the listing. Where do I find? Do I need to authorize? Yes, as I informed before. So, or whichever the app you will be using, so you have to authorize those apps if it is an authorized app inside the apps page. That is app.konnectzit.com/apps, and you can start using the workflow after that. So now the next question is about the web scraping. So I think I already answered that question. So do I need so I need more information from web pages and it will be saved to my Google Sheet. Yes, you can do that scraping. So basically you have to use a third party app or else to scrape, or you have to post the data to Webhook. So that is the only two ways. So there is no direct app to scrape directly from KonnectzIT at this moment. But if you can post to Webhook, or if you can use any apps like RoboMotion or any other app to scrape, yes, of course you can do that. So from where I can see how many tasks I can create or I have created. Thanks. So basically when it will be shown in your dashboard and the bottom end as I shown. So in the dashboard itself, or you can also go to the billing page where you will be able to see under the current plan. So which plan you belongs to, it says as current plan, and it will say what is the total number of tasks assigned to your account. So let me show you that by sharing my screen as well. Let me share my screen. So I have to go to accounts tab here, and you need to click on billing. So here in this you can see the current plan, and it also says what is the total number of tasks assigned for your account on that particular month. So basically also you can see the same details on dashboard when you click on home. So this is where the place it will just show you what is a task available on that particular month. Actually just saw the task consumption on dashboard. Great, please. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I didn't do that. So when we will do another LTD, and where I'm not sure about it, possibly we are planning for a product and launch very soon. So yes, maybe that time. Will you build and web scraping? Yes, I think like we are actually coming up with marketplace apps. So basically those are the apps which is being collaborated with KonnectzIT. So in that app, yes, of course, there is an app called Selecto. So where you can subscribe for that app and you can use it inside KonnectzIT. Basically, these are the apps associated with KonnectzIT. We are not directly building a scraping app inside KonnectzIT. Patrick says, "Hi Rakesh, thank you for the training. I'm new to this tool, so will appreciate this training. Will this be regular monthly, weekly training? Thank you." Yes, Patrick. So at this moment, we are doing every week this session, and also like we actually do like launch every once in a week, like like every couple of tutorials, or you could go and subscribe for our YouTube channel. So definitely you will be able to see like a lot of tutorials which been added here. You regularly constantly add the tutorials, and also we have the academy session inside our website. So I'll just show you that as well. So let me share my screen again. So basically when you go to konnectzit.com, so here is the place. In the resources you will see the academy tab. So this is the place where you could able to see the boot camp at this moment. So there is a course called boot camp. You can register for boot camp. So we have 17 plus videos listed over here, which is completely free for you guys, and also we are planning to add multiple other courses also. Please make a best use of it. So definitely it will going to help you a lot. But it says thank you. We'll look at the bootcamp today. Great. Thank you. Yeah, let me go. And so guys, if you have any other questions, I didn't find any other questions. So if we are done, so we'll wrap up this session. Yeah, Smith says, Cadria Smith says, will we receive a copy of the recording? Yes, of course, our team will be sending a recording copy to the email. So after this session, so definitely you will, or else you can go to our YouTube channel. So you can search for onboarding videos. So definitely you will be find a couple of other onboarding session which we do every week. So yes, guys. So any other questions, I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, we'll wrap up this section. So it was a great time, guys. Thank you all for making it. I hope you all enjoyed and learned a thing about KonnectzIT. Hope you like our tool. Now you could easily or confidently build any workflow. So just spread some love by reviewing our tool. Just leave us a review on any public platform. It will definitely gonna help us reaching out to multiple people. So yes, guys, you can just say like how what you actually felt about our tool, and you can write about our tool as well. And definitely we've been very active on our community, Facebook community, and you can also reach us every time on the support the live chat which is enabled on our site. And also you could always email us at support@konnectzit.com. So we'll be happy to answer all your queries. So thanks guys, thanks for your time. Have a great day.